All right, we'll get started with Tito. Who's got the first question? All right, Tito, it's going to be a short afternoon at this rate, you know? Who's got the first question?
That was tough.
We'll start up front.
Hi, Mr. Francona. It's a short series to win 2 of 3 games. There's a big chance that the other team, the Dodgers, put guys like Glasnow or Sheehan on the bullpen. Are you guys prepared for that kind of scenarios?
Well, one, I hope we get to the bullpen, which would be good. They're deep, and we know that. Not too many teams can put pitchers of that caliber into the bullpen. They're deep. They can. So, but we'll just go play. We'll go play and see if we can, regardless of who's in the pen or who starts or what, if we can just be one run better at the end, we'll be happy.
You have a lot of young players on your team. How do you think they're handling this situation, this series?
Well, I think I evened that out by being old. So they're actually okay. They understand that it's baseball. If it was something else, we'd all be out of our mind crazy. But it's baseball, and it means a lot to us. But they know how to play baseball, and they know how to compete. So we'll go do the best we can.
Other questions for Terry? We'll go to Trent on your right.
Tito, I kind of did this with Ellie, but how much do you think having Key Bryan next to him defensively has helped kind of lighten the load and make it a little easier for him to play defense?
And maybe even play a step or two more towards the middle. Like, I remember the first week or so when Key Bryan came here, there was a few plays where you could see Ellie, like, after Key Bryan came over and made the play, Ellie's like, damn, it's real. It's not just what he does, but it makes the guy next to you better too, for sure.
Other questions for Tito? Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Tito, what's the difference in feeling managing the Reds in the postseason compared to Cleveland they just did?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you after the series. I'll tell you better. It's all special, and there's always a different reason for it to be special. I feel really fortunate that we're here and we have the honor to compete and see if we can beat a really good team. That I get a big kick out of that.
Have you been watching the Cleveland series, today's game?
I've watched as much as I could of everything so far. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's kind of nice when you play later. You can watch all the other games, and yeah, I enjoy that.
Standing in the back left.
Terry, do you get a sense of how big this moment is for Hunter Green personally? Coming back home, first playoff game, he was drafted, developed, and now he gets the start as the number 1 guy. Do you get a sense how big this is for him?
I don't think we're trying to make it bigger than it needs to be. Like, again, it's baseball. The things you're talking about are kind of like outside noise that we don't need it to impact the game. He just needs to go pitch. He can do that. The other things, like I said, it's noise, and you try to take that out of the equation.
Other questions? Yep. Jill, we'll get you the mic.
These two teams obviously have drastically different payrolls. How much of a factor does the payroll have in a team getting to the postseason?
I don't know. I mean, we never, I don't think I've brought that up once all year. I hope I haven't, and I never will. Because I was on the other side, Boston. I don't think people now want to hear, well, if it was okay then, but we don't have the ability to outspend mistakes. So you try not to make very many of them, and nobody's perfect. But that's why I give Nick and Brad a lot of credit. They went and got guys like Lux, Trevino, Austin Hayes, that really changed the dynamic of our team, and they did it with some constraints. That's just but once the game starts, nobody's going to care what you're making. Like, that's what I love about it. Let's go play baseball.
Go back to the left corner.
Going all the way back to spring training, Terry, you talked about how much you liked this team, the makeup of this team. You said it all year long, even when there were some rough patches. What is it about this group you really like?
Well, we told them on day one the things that we wanted to live by and believe in. So we, count spring training and now what you're together, probably 200 days, maybe a little more. And we never had somebody late for a meeting the entire year. And I told them, I said, if you're late, you're announcing to everybody that what we're doing is not a priority. I said, so we can't be late. They never were. Saying it and doing it is two different things. But those are things that I believe, like, guys that will live by that, they're the same guys that'll run balls out. They're the same guys that'll back up bases. It's not always convenient to be somewhere on time, but they did it.
Questions for Tito? And we'll finish up right here. We'll get to the mic.
So Hunter Green mentioned yesterday that this is going to be like a full circle moment for him. He even mentioned that he grew up as a Dodger fan. Eli La Cruz keeps saying, LA is his city. It's his city. How do you take this?
I don't know. I didn't see that. My answer would be, I hope Hunter pitches great, and I hope Ellie plays great. I don't know that quotes to the media are going to determine the outcome of this game. I never probably feel that way.
And we'll take one last one from Rowan, standing on your left, Tito.
Hey, Tito, with the year off, you talked about how much healthier you were feeling, and obviously the match here just kind of made sense. I'm curious now, getting through 162, what this experience has been like for you, if it's been rejuvenating, exhausting, what you kind of feel.
It's a little bit of everything. I mean, it's hard. It's a lot. I think I was better situated. I just got to a point a couple years ago where I wasn't healthy enough to enjoy it. And then, you start to get short on patience, and that's not a healthy recipe for being a good manager, I don't think. So I came here for the right reasons, the people, just like I did in Cleveland. And when you're together through a lot, because we've been through a lot, and those relationships grow stronger, you made the right decision. That's how I feel.
All right, well, it's great to have you another postseason.
All right, guys,
We'll
see
see you later.